Alright everyone, welcome back, and we're going to do the 17-minute video of the gameplay that people were requesting, and I know people want to listen to and just see kind of what we're thinking about the actual gameplay elements and all the good stuff. And I know there's some customization that was shown off, so let's go ahead and jump into that. I have Temp with me. I am Cyborg as always, so let's go ahead and do this. And count it down. 1, 2, 3.
Blue Beetle.
I'm gonna turn the volume down a bit.
There's that funny shot.
Man, that never gets old. Never.
Oh man, I like those. I like that they have those intros like that. That interacting. It's really cool.
Uh-oh, it's Bug Boy.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
You're gonna gush when I step on ya.
Oh god.
Okay, that's alright. Yeah.
She's just violent. Yeah, she sounds good. She really does. I think the voice is.
Tara Strong.
What's that?
Is that still Tara Strong?
I would imagine so. I mean, it's hard to tell, but I can't imagine them replacing Tara Strong. There's really no reason for them to. They have a great relationship with her, so
Oh, yeah,
she voices like half the roster. So yeah, I would imagine so. It's hard to tell, but yeah, I would imagine so. But yeah, I love the little. Oh man, I love Harley's backhand springs. That was one of my favorite things about Frost and Deadly Alliance, is that she could do the backhand springs like that. It was really cool. So
I think I just saw her meter deck. I'm not 100% sure.
yeah, she did something there. I love that, the way she walks away with that bat and just throws it. I'm really liking the way Harley plays. She plays like a character that I would enjoy. I mean, I like fast, quick little, kind of agile characters like that. Very much like Katana, so I'm thinking...
Well, I just noticed there's very little recovery on her forward dash. Like, she just fucking got in there. She just went in for it.
Right. I don't know, I'm digging it.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, so dashing looks a lot better. It looks much more viable. Like, at least with Shazam, when I dash forward, I had to fucking commit.
Those are super. Yeah, it does sound very much like Tara Strong now that I heard her say the snack time, boys.
Yeah, it sounds slightly altered, but I think that's just for the time of the game.
Yeah.
Let's see what this is. It's 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it's kind of generic. Maybe his will get altered. Maybe his one is one of the early ones. Yeah, like
Batman's was completely scrapped.
yeah, Batman's was changed. Johnny Cage's was given to Melina and then added onto an MK9. So it's very possible it's one of those early build ones. Hopefully, because I like it. But yeah, I agree with you. It's just barely above average. I love this slow-mo of her walking away from the explosion.
Awesome.
She just looks elegant. She just looks. Oh man, I'm so far out of all the characters revealed. I have the highest chance of playing Harley out of anybody that's revealed so far.
I'm still sort of on the fence.
You tried her in Injustice 1 when we started playing again.
I liked her a lot.
Yeah.
Just my luck.
Yeah, Blue Beetle's face is... It's not that it looks bad, it's that it doesn't fit the body. It looks like it was drawn onto his body. It doesn't quite.
Yeah. Yeah, Harley looks like a lot of fun. I'm enjoying her quite a bit. I love the zaniness.
Yeah, and she was very well rendered. Like, when you see like those intro dialogues, it's hard to believe that that's the game footage and not like a render cutscene.
Right.
That's still weird. It's not the highest level play, but that's fine. Like, even if it was higher level play, I don't think everyone knows what the options are yet, so it...
Yeah, it's just there to give you an idea of what moves they have, really. Yeah, I love that bonking noise with their bat. That's great. Bonk, bonk.
I like the lighting in the stage quite a bit.
Yeah, it's very relaxing, honestly.
And it complements the characters, because the problem with MKX is that some of the stages were so dark that the colors pretty much disappeared on at least the subtle aspects of the color just disappeared on some characters.
Right.
You can't even tell, like, Martel's green and his alternate costume. Not here.
Man.
Like, there's like a spotlight effect on the characters that looks really good. And Blue Beetle's glowing, so he doesn't even need the fucking light. He looks magnificent. I've never seen this before. This is cool. That actually looks fun. Like,
The fan, that was awesome.
That looks fun.
It makes me think of the tubes in Futurama that they like they transport through.
Oh shit.
They're just standing there. What are they gonna do?
Still the super.
But yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, it's not really creative. It's just like I'm gonna hit you with everything.
I remember Cyborg's beam for his super in the last game. That looked awesome.
Yeah, he had
That
his
was
huge ass
fucking sick,
cannon.
so-
Yeah.
I know, step down. We'll see. Like we'll take a look.
I just think it needs a little bit more personality. Like my favorite part of it is where he's just blasting her in the face with the gun repeatedly. Oh, that's a cool outro though.
Yeah, that is sick.
I love the slow-mo outros. I'm digging that quite a bit. I think that's a very cool style to put on the game. It's definitely different. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, when I love the interactions in the select screen with the characters. They started with MKX, of course, and now they're actually like
I've never
fighting.
seen that before.
What's that?
The Gorilla Grodd like does a psychic blast. I just thought that was tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. They look really good. I do kind of miss the select screen from Injustice. I thought that was superior to the MKX select screen.
It was good. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I like the vertical.
Your mind tricks won't harm me.
She looks so good. I don't care what anyone says.
Did I mention I'm an
Do people say she looks bad? Yeah, I thought she looked really
Oh
good.
yeah, everyone on Event Hubs thinks she's awful.
She has like a perfect build to her body. Like she's not necessarily small and skinny. She's got those thick thighs, so it kind of works for her. I mean, it looks like
she's
Wonder
more
Woman.
Like an X-Men character. I love it.
Yeah. How far are you? Because I think you're a little bit ahead if you were seeing a psychic blast.
I might be. Let's see. Right now, Gorilla Grodd is at 40% life.
Let's go by what move. I just saw him just slam her down.
I just saw Wonder Woman throw a shield.
Okay, I just saw that where she's in the air.
I'm gonna pause. I'll pause for like 3 seconds.
2 seconds, yeah. That's really close. Okay, I just saw her stab him in the chest.
Yeah. The select screen. It'll grow on. Well, someone pointed out that the silhouettes are actually characters now. They're not placeholders. I don't know if that's true. If we go back to select screen, I guess we should keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I mean after we go through it, we could probably pause on it. I just saw her get hit by the truck or the van.
Me too.
Okay, so we're probably
We're
much
close.
closer now. I like this stage a lot too. The colors are very good here.
God, so good. I'm a sucker for gold and silver and shiny shit in general. So it looks amazing.
Gorilla Grodd looks really good. I think he has a perfect size to him too. You know, he's
Oh,
big.
yeah.
He's bigger than the characters, but he's not so big that you're dealing with like a, you know, like a Tor. It doesn't look like he's reasonably sized, and I think that works well. Her super is pretty cool.
That's just tight.
It's neat.
Get out of my hand.
I like that little exchange here. That's cool. I mean, I'm not a big fan
I
of
like
the
camera
flash.
work a lot better this time.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh.
Oh, he just bit her in the face. Oof.
Do you see the particle effects when that thing shattered?
What's that?
Do you see the particle effects when that thing shattered?
When what shattered?
When Gorilla Grodd, or was it Wonder Woman who slammed that thing on Gorilla?
I can't remember. I know it just
I had
happened,
that
but...
problem too. I'm super ADD, so my brain kind of flushes stuff out. Like,
Well, yeah, I'm
it's
like
just-
trying to notice things going on, but like I miss other little details as I'm like focusing on something. I love the reactions of the people on there. They're all just like freaking out. Oof. It's just a shield shot right there.
Oh, that's cool. I'm seeing a lot of this for the first time, guys. I actually have not seen a lot of the wind poses. I don't even know what Gorilla Grodd's super is, to be honest with you.
That wind pose, yeah. Yeah, definitely a cool wind pose. All the wind poses so far have been really fantastic, and I like how they're done. They're not just raise your arm in the air. They're very thematic to the character, and I love the slow-mo
Your
effect.
mind tricks won't harm me.
Yeah, absolutely. I could not agree more.
Mention I'm an
I'm I love that throw. I'm looking for dashes. I'm looking for the meter burn dash. Because I saw Harley's, I think I did at least.
Looks like Grodd is a buff where he taunts with his beating his chest, which is really cool.
Was that Quan Chi's trance I saw?
It's possible. 'Cause I think we saw that in his initial trailer that he could take control of them like that to make them punch themselves.
Well, the cool thing is, well, not the cool thing, but the thing about me is I'm not a very visual person, so I miss a lot of things. Like, and once I start focusing in on something, like the next 3 seconds are kind of suspended, and it's hard for me to think and watch at the same time. Honestly.
Right. No, I completely agree.
Submit to me.
Oh, that is so sick. This might be my favorite character revealed so far. Like in terms of gameplay, like I'll pick Blue Beetle just because, frankly, he's my favorite character.
Right.
But in terms of gameplay, Grodd looks so sick.
He's pretty quick too.
Well, I guess I kind of expected that. A lot of big characters in Mortal Kombat do tend to be silent, at least in the tradition. Like Street Fighter, like Zangief is very slow, but look at Ferritor and MKX very fast. It's interesting that.
So Wonder Woman is a power-up too, it looks like. Or at least her legs were growing. I'm not glowing. I'm not sure. Not growing. That'd be funny.
That would be very strange. But
Indeed, indeed.
Alright, let's see his one pose. I've not seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit behind. Just now getting to the wind pose. I like.
Sit it for 1 second.
Oh, that's cool. The leap. That's cool.
It's good. I think it could be a little better, but it works.
Yeah.
It's factor.
Sure. And I noticed in the background we had LexCorp fixing things, so I'm sure that'll play into the story that maybe Lex becomes, maybe Lex is running for president. They've played that storyline before where Lex is fixing the city, almost like in Batman vs. Superman, so to speak. They're playing up that idea that after all this destruction, maybe Lex wins people over by fixing up the city. Which is smart. I mean, it's something that's been done before, but it's a smart way to go. And we see some customization. I'm loving that. What's that?
I will say this. I like the Harlequin headdress better when her body is all in full Harlequin gear.
Sure.
It does look a little strange to me when her midriff and her frontal area is a little more open.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. It definitely looks cool, though. It looks very polished. The whole model looks really polished.
I even like the artwork on the guns. I like the color scheme.
Indeed. Oh, she's got, like, garter. She's got, like...
It's kind of hot, not gonna lie.
It's a good-looking model. The thick thighs and all that. She's got a little bit of girth to her. It looks good. She got curves.
Well, I'm kind of into that. I can't lie. So
no, it's good. It is good. Oh, we got purple. I'm digging purple. All red. Interesting.
The yellow's interesting too. Are you at the yellow yet?
Yeah, I'm looking at like a pink and blue. Oh, now I'm at yellow. Okay, so it's kind of like a queen bee almost. Interesting.
I'm gonna pause again just to see. I think what's happening is the system is running a little slower.
Yeah, it's the program when I do it. It's kind of like when we tried to review or do commentary for Annihilation.
Yeah. Okay, understood.
Now we're seeing some Wonder Woman. But yeah, Harley's model looks really good. Wonder Woman's looks really good. We got classic Wonder Woman there. Let's see what else we get. Kind of more armored up versions. Boots. And we have knee pad looking things, which are kind of awkward on those boots. That does not look comfortable. I love the little sash stuff on her. I think that looks really good.
Look her shin, or like little knee guards.
Yeah.
Not the knee guard, but like the kneecap guard. It's like sticky tacked on there.
Yeah, you need more to that boot. The boot needs to go higher for those. But I love the armor look on her. I think it looks really good for her. Since she's an Amazon warrior, it makes sense to have these kind of side sashes and front sash. I think it looks really good on her.
For sure, and I love the loin guard and the side armor on her thighs.
Oh man, yeah.
Really good.
Even the pants look good. I know you're more of the exposed thighs, and I agree with you, but the pants don't look bad here. I think they look good.
They look okay. Well, especially when you combine them with the other armor. So they don't just look like normal pants, like Halloween costume style. They look good.
Man, she looks really good. Man, this
the red and black is so cool.
These models look really good. Yeah, I'm just now going to the colors. You just need to delay your reaction.
I'm going to pause it again.
No, it's fine. It's going to be an ongoing struggle. The gold looks good.
I will keep pausing.
The golden brown looks good. Very warrior-like.
The golden brown might be my favorite, honestly. Her red and blue looks a little too Optimus Prime when you get all that armor on.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. Like, it still works, but I like the minimalist kind of classical comic look they had earlier.
So far, I'm really digging these customizations, though. I mean, this is stuff that I'm into. I mean, even as long as in the tournament play, it turns off all the modifiers and we can just have just the visuals and we can still customize, that would be really awesome. I love the idea of customizing your character the way you want it to look. I'm
still into the theory that they're going to incorporate the customizations into tournament, but they're just going to alter them a bit. They'll be like tournament customizations. I don't think they're going to make a vanilla build just for tournaments.
Right. I think you'll have the best of all. So I'm sure they'll try and make it work for tournament. I'm sure they'll have it where it's just visual and no modifiers, and then they'll have where it's just full on modifiers. So I think there will be kind of 3 different things going on there. His Blue Beetle's different little things all are pretty subtle, but they look good.
They're a little too subtle. I've missed quite a few of them, to be honest with you. I'm having a little trouble
spotting the difference.
Yeah.
They're just like, different looks of the basically armor arrangements so far. Let's see what we get for pants and stuff. But there's so many. Look at all those options, though. Like, there's like 30 different options for each, like, limb, pretty much. Which is cool.
Yeah, I'm struggling, to be honest with you, because it all looks like metallic blue stuff. Okay, the horns on the back I noticed, obviously.
Yeah.
That I can tell, but everything else is kind of go over in my head. I'm having a lot of trouble seeing the differences.
Yeah, it's subtle. It's more subtle in Blue Beetles, I think, because they probably didn't want to go too crazy. Now we have some colors, which look great. Purple looks fantastic.
And before anyone says, we can tell you're not a visual person, Temp, because you thought Deadshot was Deathstroke, I just want to say that I'm sorry I forgot your C-list character existed, and I'm sorry that I associate Deadshot with Will Smith. There's nothing I can do about it.
Oh, man, silver looks really good. That grayish silver. And gold looks good. Gold. Man, he looks good with all of his colors, for sure. The color choices in general for these characters are looking good. What'd you say?
Fastest 17 minutes. My god, I can't believe we're done.
Was that it?
Pretty much, yeah, we're at the end. I mean, I still have like a few seconds left.
Interesting. Yeah, that did go by really quickly. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm at the beginning again, and I'm watching Blue Beetle make that face he makes when he gets kicked in the nuts.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
That is amazing. Well, so far so good. Indeed, I would agree. Yeah, I would like to see more of the mechanics showcase. People are not really using the meter dash. We're not really seeing that too often. There's no combos yet, which is strange to me. I don't know why they wouldn't get someone who knows how to perform the combos and stuff to demo the game.
Right.
But they're kind of famous for doing that. Even back in MK9, they did a lot of low execution stuff, and I don't really know why. I don't know why they would not want to make their game look more sophisticated and more cool. That seems really strange to me.
Right. All right, I initiated screen share so we can see if we can find some different parts of this video here.
I would like to revisit the select screen.
Absolutely. Let's see. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, here we go. No, those still look like the same placeholders.
Yeah, that's still a bear. That's still Aaron Black.
That's still Freddy almost looking stuff. The one next to
Scorpion are in there.
They moved some people around, I noticed. Like the one that's next to Aquaman now on the left, that looks like Katana from MKX, so I'm still thinking maybe Katana, the DC character, has a chance. Because if they moved her silhouette over, that's odd to me that they would they would move that to a different location, I think. Because I could have sworn she was on the bottom row, I know for a fact, in the middle area. But yeah, we still have a lot of the placeholders. To be honest with you. What's that?
I can't even remember, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I'm almost 100% positive she was on the bottom row in the middle. So the fact that they moved her on the left of Aquaman to me is odd. maybe it's supposed to mean something. Maybe they are still hints of what characters they might be. Obviously not actually being the character, but hints towards the character. But yeah, so no, I don't know who you said that they were actual character silhouettes now.
I think I read that on Event Hub's comments. I'm like, okay, let's take a look at that. Yep, doesn't seem to be the case.
No, there's a lot of stuff here, guys, and I hope everyone's digging because the customization looks good. I think it does, and we're gonna get. They said I can't remember the amount that they said, but it was like over 1,000 pieces or something crazy like that, and they're gonna continually add more. So if this is where like microtransactions are coming in, is you earn these things, I'm okay with that. I mean, these are all unique and fun, so we're gonna earn them in the game. So yeah, I'm not hating on that. I'm still crossing my fingers that it's going to result in free DLC. I hope they follow that trend. That would be fantastic. Think of how amazing that would be just for tournament play, that all DLC characters are free.
That would be unbelievable.
No more having to unlock all the characters.
And if they make enough revenue off some of the customizations for Lobo, or just assuming he's a DLC character, he probably won't be, but imagine that. Then we could get like 11 DLC characters, like just continually building out the revenue from that.
Yeah. I mean, I think people buy into stuff like that, like cosmetics. Even though it's just cosmetic stuff, people, want to get the stuff that they want for their character quicker. So, I mean, I could definitely see them. I mean, it worked for Halo, really profited really well. Overwatch, I'm pretty sure, has worked really well. So, you might as well do it here and just make the DLC characters free and just go purely off microtransaction revenue and really push that, because you have all these items to collect and it'll take a while to get them all, especially the ones you want for the characters you want. So I think that's a great way to go about it. I would definitely be into that. I'm not going to purchase stuff myself, but I would definitely play looking to get my stuff, and other people that won't, want to put in the time and just get stuff quicker, they'll pay, and people are all about that. So definitely I think that's the way to go. So I'm hoping they'll announce that eventually. That would be really sweet. But man, this roster, let's go back to the select screen. The roster is looking really good so far. I'm really digging it. We have,
and just give you all a heads up, like I'm only buying one copy, and that will be Xbox. I'm not buying a PS4 version for this one. So.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing the double copy this time.
Oh, hell no.
I learned my lesson with MKX. We barely played on PS4, and I know that's disappointing for some people, listeners that want to play on PS4, but I mean, it's just the way it is. That's extra money, and plus you get DLC factor into that if it's not free and all of that stuff. And it's just timing-wise. You don't want to have to unlock stuff, especially with if we're going to have to unlock pieces of armor for our characters and customize them the way we want. You can't do that on both systems and be successful. So
yeah, no, I mean, it's I was just thinking the cost more than anything, dude. It's too much of a gamble. At most, I might buy a Game of the Year edition in a year.
Yeah, no, definitely. I would be, $30 for a Game of the Year, all inclusive. I would be down for that. But yeah, no, it's looking good. The roster is looking really good. We're getting a lot of characters that people requested right off. I mean, they haven't really made a misstep yet, regardless of people's opinion on. It's weird that Deadshot's not on this select screen. I just realized.
Yeah, that is strange. I didn't notice that till now.
But yeah, I mean, they haven't really made a misstep, regardless of what people's opinion of Deadshot is. I know it's not a super requested character, but I mean, like I said in the last video, I mean, he's a character that probably wouldn't have made it outside of a Suicide Squad endorsement. But that's okay with me, We're going to get those characters. And I don't think anybody should be complaining. I know on the Facebook group, someone had mentioned, probably everything's going to be tie-in related, like, live action tie-in related going forward. And one, I think that's a bit hyperbole, an extreme case. That's an extreme thing to say when we've already gotten, Atrocitus and Grodd, etc. And I guess you could say Grodd's a tie into Flash. But I mean, come on. And what's Blue Beetle? Like, come on, guys. Let's not be ridiculous. Not everything's going to be a tie-in. And beyond that, are we really complaining already? Like, because you get Deadshot in there, we're going to complain when we've gotten Blue Beetle, Atrocitus, Gorilla Grodd, Supergirl. I mean, we're getting characters that put Supergirl aside. I don't know how much she was requested after the first one. I can't really gauge that, but I know for a fact Grodd and Blue Beetle and Atrocitus were requested characters last time. Especially if we get Captain Cold and Dr. Fate in the future. Come on, let's not sit here and. It's basically we're getting a bunch of presents for Christmas, and just because you get one you don't want or that you didn't exactly ask for, it spoils the bunch for you, and now you're gonna be ultra negative. I don't think that's fair, especially coming off of MKX's roster. Let's appreciate when they actually do give us what we want, and not be super nitpicky because every little character doesn't match up with what you want.
Yeah, I mean there are some sacred cows, but I don't think we have to worry about them after the Martian Manhunter incident. I think it's way too early to complain. Sure. Like, it's not going to happen, but let's say that fucking... Man, I can't think of a sacred cow other than Martian Manhunter that we haven't either seen yet or hasn't been confirmed. I can't think of anything, honestly, right now. Is there a must-have character they have not revealed yet?
Must-have in terms of, like, I mean, you're going to have your
Justice
Green Lantern.
League.
Yeah, you're going to have your Green Lantern. You're going to have Flash, obviously, eventually shown off and stuff like that. Those are characters you can just be okay. I mean, they're going to be in. Let's not be ridiculous. But beyond that, it's the... I think I just realized what one of these characters is. Down from Aquaman and to the left. This one right here. This one... down and to the left of Aquaman. That looks like Furiosa.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a female figure that's bald. That's what it makes me think of. Anyways, just a little funny thing I just noticed.
No, absolutely. Well, it's too early to complain, is what I'm saying. It's way too early.
Exactly. I mean, it's not even too early to complain. It's just so far this roster's been fantastic. Deadshot, like I said, Deadshot may not be everyone's requested character, but that's not a misstep. He's still a character. He wasn't in the first one, so you can't really say, oh, this character was in the last one, why is he in this one? Why does this character always get a spot? It's not like the Kano treatment, and I say Kano treatment as in a character that I like. I like Kano, but there's a lot of people out there that's like, really, Kano again? Do we really need this character another time? That is not Deadshot. Deadshot is not... This is the second game of the series.
Well, that's a good point. You really can't compare this to MKX, because MKX was the 11th game in a franchise that only has estimating 65 to 70 characters. There are hundreds of characters in the DC universe, and at least 100 have hardcore, diehard fan bases. At least.
Yeah.
Bare minimum. So yeah, it's not reasonable. If a character doesn't make it in, you were not wronged. With exceptions, I do believe there's some untouchables, but I don't think we have to worry about them.
Sure. And yeah, no, I think we'll be okay. And as they've said several times, this is going to be a larger roster. They've gone on. This is not something that's just rumored. They have gone on record saying this will be a larger roster. What that means is, are they saying, okay, it's going to be 2 more than we got in Injustice 1, so we'll start out with 26? Who knows? Is it going to be 28? Is it going to be 30? Who knows? But I think we're going to get a decent amount. 28 to 30 is my guess. And I think it's fair to say they've gone on record saying in interviews, Ed Boon has said that they're going to have a lot more fan-requested characters that didn't make the first one that they wanted to include, but they couldn't last time for whatever reason. So we're going to get them this time. We already have proof of that with Grodd, Atrocitus, and Blue Beetle. Come on, guys. Let's relax and just have fun with this one. There's no reason to get all bent out of shape. Yeah, so let's just chill out, enjoy the roster thus far. If at the end of the day, when the dust settles, the roster... If going from this point on we just get all returning characters and just like things that nobody wanted, sure, I understand that. Then I would understand the frustration. Or if we get like just like 20 different lanterns and basically like the special forces, like you just see a bunch of characters of one theme, I could understand where that gets frustrating, but I don't think we're going to run into that other than maybe more Batman characters than people want, but
well, we're not far off the mark anyway. Like, if they only brought in 6 new characters stacked on top of the original roster minus Killer Frost and Lex Luthor, I don't think that's that bad of a roster, to be honest with you. I think that's fairly reasonable. I mean, it's not my pick. unlike MKX, I actually do want more new characters for Injustice for very,
Right.
very different reasons.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But that's not a horrible roster. If you have the original roster, plus Blue Beetle, plus Atrocitus, plus Supergirl, that's not even that bad, guys. Like,
It's because
in my opinion,
in this game, it's not even really new characters. It's just characters that have
Yes.
yet to be introduced in the game, so to speak. So it's completely different. With MK, you're taking a roster of like 50 or 60 with a lot of characters that haven't really got that representation in a way that is what MK or what Injustice is, except for we're starting from square one and we're deciding which characters in the massive DC universe of characters are we going to choose from to include in this game. So the more new characters to a degree, the better, because I mean, you obviously want your staples and your fan favorites to return, but you need to have some new ones because you want to see certain characters represented in the game, such as Blue Beetle, Atrocitus, Grodd, etc., your Dr. Fates, your Captain Colds if you're into that, your Poison Ivy, Scarecrows, so on and so forth. There's a lot of fun characters left to be on the table to be introduced in the game, so definitely. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm digging what I'm seeing so far. Gameplay looks good. The models look super good. Very polished. The female models look great. The faces so far have looked pretty good. Yeah, all around, everything's looked really, really good. No complaints here, so I'm positive. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. They have yet to do anything that's like making me going, really? Like, there is no frustration so far.
Aquaman. Aquaman looks like shit.
Yeah, but
I'm
there will
not-
be
I'm not complaining.
customization.
Like, that's a criticism. It's not a complaint.
Sure, but there will be customization to...
You can customize his face?
I don't know. But there's a lot of time to polish things out, too. That's kind of a complaint you say at the end of the day rather than early on in the build.
That's what I want to emphasize. It's a criticism, not a complaint. I'm not
Sure.
saying it's wrong to make, Aquaman look like
Right.
fucking Kiefer Sutherland, stepping on glass. Like that's not really what I'm saying. I'm saying that's what it looks like to me. It's not my preference. If you like it, or if anyone in the audience likes it, that is totally cool.
Sure.
I think Atrocitus is like a bloody sponge. If you, the general people, like it, that is cool. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying it's wrong. I don't think it looks good, but
Sure. It really, Matt, it comes down to Atrocitus fans. Hopefully they like it. Razor seems to like it, so...
which is weird to me. Razor, if you're listening, we got to revisit this point. I don't get it. I don't get it, dude. Because, Razor was tearing hard about Flash's design in Injustice. So why is this getting a pat? I asked him on the show, and he elaborated. So maybe I'll revisit that episode and see what he said, but I feel like we're not done here. I feel like me and Razor need to iron this Atrocitus thing out.
But yeah, alright, well that's pretty much all we have to say this time, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. The 17 minutes of gameplay just flew by, and the customization. I'm with you. That thing just went fast. Like, that was really quick.
It's crazy.
And that's when you know what you're watching is at least enjoyable or exciting or fun or at least interesting. It looks good when a 17-minute video feels like 5 minutes. So definitely things are looking good. I look forward to the next two characters that they reveal. I hope they keep up with the two characters format. I think it works really well. It gives something for everybody. So if you're not excited about one of the characters, hopefully the other character does something for you. And I like the returning character with the new character format. I think that's really cool. I hope they keep that up. I'm not expecting a 50-50 split, but if we get like a 60-40, 70-30, I'd be okay with that. If, say, we get, just for ease, of math's sake, let's say we get 30 characters. If I would hope for 10 of those characters being new.
Man, that is exactly what I was thinking. That's precisely what I was
thinking. 1/3 of the roster, then. I hope 1/3 of the roster is new characters, and then some of the favorites that don't make the cut this time can be in DLC. I think that's good. So I think that's a good balance, especially because they keep saying DLC, they like to do more each time. We had MK9 with 4, we had Injustice with 6. So far with MKX, we've had 8. With Injustice 2, maybe we get 12, maybe we get 10, who knows? Maybe they keep doing the 2 thing, so they add on 2 more, so we get 10. I would be completely okay with that. That would be a tremendous roster if we got 30 and then 10 on top of it and end up with 40. That would be amazing. All I know is I'm really digging things. I'm really excited, and I just hope everybody can share this excitement along the ride, and I look forward to the next characters that are revealed. So, that being it, do you have anything else to add to that?
No, maybe on the next Nethercast we'll decide which characters we have to cut to make room for the 10, because I think 10's a great number, but
Sure.
we gotta find out who's leaving or who we
Right.
want to be, out the door before I get to that number. And I don't think there's any time to do it now, but on the Nethercast it'd be nice to revisit that.
Yeah, I mean, I can think of a couple off the bat, but yeah,
Well,
that's
everyone can
definitely
think of a couple. Like
that's
everyone
definitely
can
a
agree
discussion by
Lex Luthor,
itself.
Killer Frost, and Ares probably needs to ditch it. But
yeah. Frost, Ares definitely could be cut. I think Lex might be a boss this time around. Maybe that's what we're getting at. Maybe he becomes the president and then he gets in his suit and gets who knows. But yeah, that's definitely
Maybe.
a discussion
But
on
that's
its
the
own.
same as
but,
being gone,
yeah.
in my opinion. That's the same as leaving the roster if you've been upgraded to a boss character. Well, I mean, I know
Yeah.
Superman was the boss in the last game, but I was not a fan of that.
Sure. But all right, on that note, guys, take care, and we'll see you next time on the next reveal, and you guys have a good one.
Yeah, take care, everybody.